Welcome again to Drawing with Cheesecake the Cat. That's me, Cheesecake. Anyway, lately we have drawn a gingerbread man, a gummy bear, a gumdrop, and a cupcake. And these are all things you might expect to find in a land of candy. And this time, we're going to draw the things that make up that land of candy, like chocolate drop mountains, a lollipop forest, candy bushes, candy rocks, and candy flowers. If that sounds like fun, grab something to draw with and something to draw on and follow me. Let's begin by drawing objects for our Land of Candy parade. We'll start by drawing a lollipop forest. We'll begin with a nice round circle. And then we'll make another circle tucked behind it, very similar in size. And we'll imagine there's another one on the other side. And we'll draw it just like so. Now each end will get a smaller one on each side. And you could make as many as you like, but we're just going to do one stand of trees. Behind the first row is a second row, and we will just see the tops. Next, we're going to draw the trunks of the trees, and the next trunk will be a little shorter than the first because it's a little further behind it. And the next one will be even shorter because it's further than the first two. And we'll do the same on the other side. There we go. Now the four trees in the background also have trunks, and these will be skinnier and shorter. There we go. We'll just do one for each of the four. There we go. Now we'll put a little piece of ground underneath each trunk so that they don't look like they're floating in space. Nothing fancy. Now we'll fill these with patterns. We'll start here with a nice swirl and just keep going until you run out of room. And this one will make bands. The upper bands curve up, while the lower bands curve downward. This one will just give a shine, some lines on the edge. And here we'll make horizontal lines, nice stripes. There we go. This last one will make spots. So we'll just fill it with different size circles, however you like. And the back ones would just fill with lines and shapes, arches, stripes, whatever you feel like. Now we'll draw some shadows at the top of each trunk. We'll start with thick shadows, and then we'll go back and put a couple lines underneath, which looks like the shadow is fading. And the background trees, we'll just add in the solid black shapes. There we go. Now we'll add grass, and you'll just put a few blades here and there, randomly beneath the trees. Looking good. Now we'll do our chocolate drop mountains. We'll start by drawing a hill with another hill behind it. And you can make as many mountains as you want depending on how wide your paper is. Now these will curve to a point and wide at the bottom. We'll do one on either side of the first one that we drew. There we go. And you could just keep going, but that's good. Now we'll do a couple mountains behind the first row. There we go.
There are mountains in the distance. And there would be more this way on either side. But now we'll put some shine down the sides. Dots and dashes and lines. Just follow the outer shapes. And we'll fill in the bottoms of the background mountains just to make them pop. And then we'll put some doodads around. Doodads always look good. There are the chocolate drop mountains. Now we'll make some candy bushes, candy and wrappers. So we'll start with grass and make a nice round piece of candy and put some different lines and some shapes to make the wrapper. And we'll stack a few small curves on top and branch out a few diagonal lines. And this will make the twisted wrapper of the candy. You could even do one that's square or rectangle. And the same basic concept applies. We'll put some grass around the shape. And we'll do the same thing for the twist on top. It's looking good. There we go. Now you have two shapes. Now if you have rocks scattered around your candy scene, maybe jelly bean shapes, we'll just make curves, arches, add grass around them, and a little bit of a shine on each one. Now the last thing we'll draw will be some lollipop flowers. So we'll start with 3 stems, and we'll put a nice round piece of candy at the top of each stem. Put a little bit of shine on one side and some curvy lines for some leaves. There we go. And you could add some grass. Now you can do a tighter bunch also. In this case, we'll make 5 stems. You could use different shapes, but we'll just keep going with circles here. There we go. Add some leaves, some grass, and a little shine. These are your Land of Candy objects. Good job.
Wow, I really had fun drawing all those things that make up a candy land. So, if you did too, I sure hope you will subscribe to the Drawing with Cheesecake the Cat show. And until next time, draw, 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 and... oh wait, if you've been eating candy, you should probably brush your teeth. Anyway, and draw some more. Bye-bye.